Hi. My assessment was done on a little girl named Caitlin, who is 5 years old. She was having trouble counting her numbers, the numbers 12 through 19. For some reason, she couldn't seem to keep them in her head. She could do 1 through 10 and 20 up to 100. But the teens, it seemed like they didn't really stick with her, and she had no backup as to how to remember them, where all the other numbers justify themselves: 31, 41, 51, 1, 21, but 11. So when she came in, we gave her a pretest. The pretest was basically we gave her a couple of sheets to do her numbers. These are the same sheets she was given every day at school to work on her numbers from 1 to 20. So I have two sheets here. And this poor kid was doing the same sheet over every day. This is actually a true story and something I've been working on in a special ed classroom where I've been doing my observation work. And anyway, when she came in for math, she would, I don't want to say shut down, but she would stop. And I think it was because she was bored and tired of doing this same sheet over and over. So we took a different method, or I took a different method, and got out flashcards. Flashcards were from 12 to 19. And we did a discrete trial with her. And by that, I mean that I would take the flashcard, number 12, and I would point, and I said, Kate, this is 12. This number's 12. Can you point to the number 12? And Caitlin would point to the number 12. I might add also that this is used in special needs classrooms, but she does not have an IEP or anything like that. But we were using some special needs techniques here. And then I would say to her, what number is this? And she would tell me 12. And I would say, can you point to the 12? And she would point to the 12. I had her take the 1 and the 2 and trace over them. And I also had her count these up here. And after we went over it a couple times, I would bring up the number 13. And I would say to her, all right, show me the 12. Now, if she couldn't do the 12, I would move it up a little bit so that she could pick out the 12 ahead, so it was closer to her. If she did know both of them, then we just left it there, and I let her show me the 12. She'd point to the 12. After the number 12, we would work on 13, and I would say, this number's 13. Can you show me the 13? And she would point to the 13. We went through the same techniques. We probably had her do it like 10 times, to the point where she would start to, I don't want to say get bored, but we didn't want her to get bored and shut down, which was a problem they had in the classroom and in her pre-kindergarten classroom. So after she did that, I would bring back the 12, and I would say to her, show me the 13. And hopefully she could show me the 13. If she couldn't, I would push it forward a little bit and know that she needed to work a little bit more. And then when I thought she had it, I would add the 14 and say, okay, show me the 12. And after she had mastered it, she should be able to pick out the 12 with no problem, and the 13. And we would work on the new number 14. And this would progress. This went on for about 5 weeks. But she did get it. So from there, I took a sheet, and I said to her, after she was doing better, I took a sheet from 1 to 20, and I would say to her, can you show me the 2? Once again, using the receptive. Instead of saying what number comes after 1, she would have to say 2, which is expressive because you're asking her. We did receptive. So I would say, could you show me the 13? And she would point to the 13 till she got it mastered. Now, this she did in one day, in a probably a 30-minute lesson. So once she got that all down, we then tried to mix it up a little bit. Couple worksheets. Her teacher is a big paper pusher. I probably shouldn't say that, but she a lot of math sheets. So we then gave her this. So she had the numbers to choose from, 12 through 20, but she had to put them in the right order. And as you can see, we did have the very first one. We had to give her the 10, which we wrote in on the side here. And from there, she was able to do it. Now this last one here was this would be her post-test for the assessment. Her pre-test would have been the actual sheet right here, which she struggled to do and had to erase and basically had to be helped through all of it. So this here was her last sheet that she did for us, which she did perfectly. She had no problems with it whatsoever and mastered what we were trying to teach her. And now everything that she knows all her numbers now up to 100, and she can do all the teens and everything. But now we try to look at it, if she does get stuck, try to look at it in a receptive way instead of an expressive way. As far as numbers go, instead of saying, what number comes after 10, point and say, can you tell me what number this is? This is 11. This number comes after what number? And then she can say, this comes after 10. So she totally got it. She's mastered the program, and we're very happy with it. And I'm actually doing it with some other kids that are younger who are struggling in math, and we found it to be really successful. So I'm kind of proud of myself. It's something I did on my own with somebody, and so far so good. So thanks.